to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Mtruphoser and welcome to Mtruphoser's World. So today we're going to do a story time. Sit back, relax and enjoy. If you have a drink, tea, guys, it's going to be not long though, but just a short story. So today I just sat down and I remembered my grade 1 experience and I was like, why not share with you guys? So this is what happened when I joined grade 1, which is class 1 in Kenya. So I was taken to school, admitted, and everything went well. That day I was admitted to school and I was so happy for this. Another phase of my life, this is not something you've experienced. This is a new experience. So I was so happy when I was taken there. I was so happy. And ukipelekwa grade 1 na umeshonewa uniform inafika kwa miguu huko chini and you cannot feel cold, and you're wearing socks and shoes. You're not feeling cold and you have a sweater and then you have a bag that has your snack inside. You don't even care. You're just like, situfike your grade 1 haraka niende. So I was admitted that day. It was awesome. The experience was just fine. But the next day, the experience was another one. It was not what I found when I joined, when I was admitted. So I went to school early in the morning. It was around 7:15. And there was this teacher. She was on duty. And when, they told us that grade 1s, they don't do those, what are they called? Cleaning. They don't do cleaning. You will not pick any litter. There's nothing you're going to do. Your work is to come to school and go to class and wait for your teacher. So that's what happened. I came to school at 7:15 and I was going to class. And then this teacher was just there. She was like, wewe, ebu kuja hapa, unaenda wapi? And I just went because I was new there. I didn't know anything about primary and grade 1, like the experience. I didn't know. So the teacher was like, this is a public school. People are not supposed to be plaiting hair the way you've plaited. But the other children walikuwa wameshukwa. Kwani si mimi peke yangu nilikuwa nimeshukwa. Kulikuwa na wengine walikuwa wameshukwa lines and I was plaited cornrow. Yeah, lines za shule zile 12. Yeah, na nini? Socks, viatu, na bag kwa mgongo kama kawaida. And she told me, you need to fit in. You shouldn't be behaving as if you're special. No one is special here, When you see people walking barefoot, even you're supposed to be walking barefoot. And in my head, I was like, there are people who are walking barefoot, there are people who are wearing slippers, there are people who are wearing rubber shoes, there are people who are wearing taffy. Her children are wearing taffy. I was like, okay, so this is the system. You've no shoes, hair should be shaved. Okay, I didn't say anything. And she was like, bend and okota takataka. And I was like, bend and okota takataka. So I did what she told me. Nilianza kuokota takataka kama kawaida. And those people were okotaring the takataka when walikuwa na those who are picking the litter were from grade 4 upwards. So I just did what she told me. And grade 1s were coming. They were being brought by their parents and they're taken to class. But mimi, niko hapa naokota takataka, not knowing the reason as to why. So nikaendelea kuokota takataka until the bell rang. And then I went to wash my hands and then I went to class. So when I went to class, the first lesson was Kiswahili. And that teacher was teaching Kiswahili. So she came with a book and started teaching. But before even we continued, she told me to stand up and she was telling the children to look at me in mother tongue. And she was like, do you think she's pretty? Do you think she's smart? And those children were like, yes, she's smart. Ameshukwa, lines, amevaa viatu, the socks, her uniform is new. That's what the children were saying. And she was like, no, itakana afanane na sisi. Itakana anyoe. And I was like, in my class, there were those who had plaited and there were those who had shaved. Everyone had their own choice. I didn't know it was a must for everyone to be shaved. So she talked and talked and talked while I was just standing, and then she started teaching. The whole lesson, alifunza kama nimesimama. Lesson ikaisha, akaenda. Ikakuwa break, and then we went for a break. When we went for a break, we came back. The other lessons were just fine. There was no negative energy anywhere. So the lesson ended, all the lessons ended, and it was time to go home. I went home. I didn't say anything. I was quiet. As usual, I was asked, how was school? It was fine. It was fun. It was amazing. Okay. They're like, if it was fine, well and good. So the next day I went back to school. This teacher again. So this day, she was even meaner than yesterday. And I didn't understand why. Why are you being mean to me? What have I done to you? She just told me, from where you're standing, huko kwa gate, ebu anza kukota takataka, ukikuja this side. I started picking the letters. I was so innocent. A grade 1 person. And I was shy. At those times I was very, very shy. So I started picking the letters, nikokota, bell ikaring. I went to class as usual. The first lesson this day, it was of maths. So we started doing maths. I did maths and the teacher taught us and she went. So it was time for Kiswahili. When this teacher came, she was just crazy. She was like, I told you, when people are coming to school, this is a primary school. This is not a private school where people are being plated, where people are wearing shoes and socks. You know, you're supposed to fit in. Walk barefoot. Shave your head. You think you're pretty? You're not pretty. Even my son is beautiful more than you. My daughters are more beautiful more than you. You're not tall. But I didn't understand why this teacher was being mean. I didn't understand. So I just kept quiet and I started crying because I didn't understand. When you're told you're not pretty. You're not pretty. You're supposed to shave. You're in grade 1. You don't understand why these things are happening to you. So I just kept quiet and sat down and she started teaching. She taught us and then the lesson was over. And she was like, let me remind you, when you come to school, remember, your hair is supposed to be shaved. You're supposed to be walking barefoot. And tomorrow, as usual, you'll be picking litters behind the class. I just kept quiet and she left. The third day, she came. The third day, she came and told me, you didn't tell your parents to shave your hair. Your parents don't know this is a public school where people are walking barefoot. And I was just like, oh, I didn't tell them. I didn't tell them. I just kept quiet. This is the last warning I'm giving you. Tomorrow when you're coming to school, your hair should be down, shaved. Ama ujui the meaning of shaved? Kunyolewa, kiparangoto, unyolewe. Na we hauna viatu na socks. You're not special. Wewe si mrembo. Watoto wangu ni warembo kukuliko. And I just kept cried and cried and I was like, what is not happening? What did I do to this teacher? Nothing. I just cried. I'm telling you, I was given thorough beating because ya kulia. Hey, aliniambia unanililia mimi ni mama yako. Am I your mother? Why are you crying? I've told you you're not special. You're not beautiful. I was beaten and I was like, I can't take it anymore. I just took my bag and ran back home. I was like, I am tired of this. I can't take it. I ran back home. When I ran back home, now I just found my grandma and I told her what was happening. And she was like, this is unacceptable. A teacher shouldn't do such kind of a thing to a grade 1. So we went back to school and she was told off and she was like, I'm sorry, I have nothing against your granddaughter. And grandma was like, I brought my granddaughter here to be taught and to learn. And when she has done a mistake, you can punish her as a teacher, as a grown-up, but don't abuse someone's child. Don't make their life in school miserable. Like, you're here to guide them. You're here to be an example. But if this is the way you're going to behave, this is not fair. This is rude. And this behavior is unacceptable. So she was just there apologizing. And for me, I was just quiet. And then we went back home with my grandma. And I was happy because at least when I go back to school, I will not get abused and be told mean words. You know? And I was just thinking, and I was like, you know, sometimes what people tell us when we are young, we grow with it, and we'll never forget. When someone abuses you, you'll never forget. And these things that sometimes teachers do to other people's children, they don't know it might affect their self-esteem, it might affect them later in life, which is unacceptable behavior. And I just remember today, and I was like, that was so mean, that was so bad. I was such an innocent grade 1 child. I didn't know anything. I didn't know why this teacher was hating on me. It is just bad and crazy. Like, this was not good at all. It was not fair. For someone to do such kind of a thing, it is unacceptable. Guys, thank you for watching. That's what I wanted to share with you guys. If you had such kind of an experience, you can share on the comments. And please, guys, subscribe, share, like, hit the notification bell so that when I post, you may get notified. If you love the story, show some love, guys, and thank you for watching. If you want more stories, guys, tell me in the comments and I will surely do that. It was nice chatting to you guys. It is amazing, and thank you so much. Meet on the other side. We'll meet on another video. Bye.